going on, guys? This is your boy Jimmy Woods back at it with another one. And guys, this is going to be traveling related because I know some of you guys love my traveling videos. I'm trying to diversify my channel. Of course, lifestyles, dating, all of that. That's all a part of the channel. But anyways, guys, we're going to be talking about one of my most favorite cities in the world. Might be my favorite city in the world. Istanbul has something to say about that. But that is Paris, France. I love Paris, France so much. It is one of the most romantic cities in the damn world, one of the most stylish and beautiful cities in the world that I've ever been to, and I've been to many cities in my life. And it just holds a special place in my heart. And I want to give you guys some advice and some tips so that way you can have a wonderful time in Paris. But today's video isn't going to be about the things you should be doing, but more of the things you should not be doing. So here are the don'ts of going to Paris, France. So number one is not knowing any French. Now, like as I stated in my other videos in the past, you don't have to be fluent in the language. Just as long as you understand the basic terms and the greetings and all that kind of stuff. I want you guys, before you go to Paris, to understand how to say hi, how to say bye, how to say, do you speak English and French, how to say thank you, how to say please, how to say the common terms in French, because these things will help you in France. Because in France, what happens is that a lot of the time, French people will speak to you in predominantly French. Because you're in France, you're in Paris, so what the national language is French. So they're going to speak to you in French and they expect you to know French or a little bit of French. So if you don't understand, some French people don't even know English, so they're not going to be able to communicate with you. So knowing a little bit of French will go a long way, or maybe you can get yourself a Google Translation app or one of those apps that can translate to help you navigate through the city, because those also do help. Also, guys, on top of this, make sure that you greet the staff, you greet restaurant workers, waitresses, waiters, bartenders, you greet them, you say bonjour. And when you leave, you say au revoir. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but au revoir. Au revoir means bye. Bonjour, hi. Merci, thank you. Service people, people that are helping you out, will definitely appreciate the fact that you're trying to meet them halfway and you're trying to speak to them in French and you're respecting the country. Because what happens is with a lot of Americans is, especially with Americans, when Americans go to France, what they think is that everyone needs to accommodate them. Everyone needs to speak to them in English. That's not the way it goes. Because when French people come to America, they're expected to know and to speak English. And that's why they hate Americans, because Americans have this superiority complex that everywhere we go, people need to speak to us in English. People need to Americanize everything, you know, and it doesn't work that way. And that's why French people, to an extent, hate Americans. Number two, and this is something that locals hate and something that I saw a lot of, and to an extent, I was guilty of this, but I learned my lesson. And that is, do not be that annoying tourist, that typical tourist, that is standing in the middle of public places, taking pictures, taking videos. Just don't be that person. If you're going to take photos or videos, step to the side and do it to the side. Just step to the side. Because if you are in the middle of the sidewalk, wherever, of a big tourist site, guess what? There's billions and trillions of people walking up and down that thing, and you're in the way trying to stop people from walking to maybe get to work, whatever they need to do, just because you're taking a photo or a video. It's just annoying. Just imagine, guys, you're in your city. Maybe you live in a big city like New York City. I'm sure you guys are aware of this. And you have these stupid tourists that go out of nowhere with their fucking tripods and shit in the way. And you're like, bro, get out the way. I need to get to work. It's the same thing. Big cities, it's hustle bustle. People are trying to get to places and you're in the way. Just don't be that annoying tourist person. Don't be that annoying tourist that makes weird noises and acts weird. Because guys, trust me, man, French people, they hate that, man. Just anyone in general hates that. Just don't be that annoying typical tourist or American tourist that just makes it annoying for everyone around you. Don't be that guy. Don't draw attention to yourself that is unneeded. Things like this is also bad, guys, because people will just know off the rip, okay, this guy's a tourist, let's pick on him. So this is where you will have random vendors, street vendors, or people like that will approach you to try to sell you stuff or whatever it is, try to take you to their shop because they know you're a tourist. This is how you get robbed, because people know you're a tourist. So just stop doing these things, guys, because One, it's annoying for people. People are trying to get to places. Two, you're on the radar now. People know you're a tourist and they're going to pick on you and possibly try to rob you. And that's not something that you want. And number three, guys, don't cheat yourself. Don't stay in the tourist sites of Paris. A lot of people, what they want to do is they want to be by the Eiffel Tower. That's where they want to be. And guys, listen, the Eiffel Tower is great to look at. It is fantastic. I'm not taking it away from the Eiffel Tower, especially at night. It's beautiful at night. However, you're cheating yourself because the Eiffel Tower area is around nothing really. I mean, there are restaurants and stuff, but it's really around nothing. Like, there's just a bunch of tourist traps. Like, do you want to go to expensive restaurants that don't really have good food like that? That's really what you're getting in by the Eiffel Tower. You're getting expensive restaurants, expensive places, expensive Airbnbs and hotels, because everything around the Eiffel Tower is going to be double, triple, quadruple what the rest of the city is. You're not going to experience authentic Paris. It's not what you want, guys. So if I were you, get to know the other neighborhoods of Paris and stay in those places. There's so many great places to be in Paris. The Latin Quarter. There's I'm probably mispronouncing it. I'm probably gonna butcher it. Montmartre or Montmartre, whatever. Montmartre. Don't kill me, guys, but there's so many great places in Paris that you could go to. Do your research on Paris. Do your research on these neighborhoods. Do your research on food, because a lot of spots in the Eiffel Tower are not that great. I'm sure there are some spots, but for the most part, it's a bunch of tourist traps. They understand there's going to be a bunch of tourists there, so they up the prices, knowing that you're going to pay anyways because you're not from there, because you don't know any better. You don't know the prices, the local prices, like the locals do. And they're going to rip you off, and this is not something that you guys want. And on top of that, you're cheating yourself from the experience of getting to know other neighborhoods. Anyways, guys, I hope that helps out. I tried my best to kind of help you guys out. That way you guys can navigate better through the city, and of course you can have a much better time in the city. Just don't be that annoying person that goes and makes a lot of noise and acts stupid and all that. Just don't be that person. Understand that there's other neighborhoods in the city that are cheaper, more affordable, and you get more of an authentic experience, and you don't get ripped off on top of that. And guys, just make sure that you do understand a little bit of French. You don't have to be fluent in it. Just understand a little bit, so that way it can help you out. Because trust me, guys, there's a lot of people that don't even speak English in France. And people will like you more if you know French. Anyways, guys, that's the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're going to Paris, drop it in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. If you've already been there, or maybe you're in there currently, just let your boy know, because I love talking about traveling. But that is the video for today, guys. I'll be back again. Au revoir.